Between the rivers Tigris and Euphrates, humanity carved its first chapter of empire. The land was fertile, the soil rich, and from this cradle rose the world's earliest cities. Ziggurats towered above the plains, their steps leading worshippers closer to the gods. In the bustling markets, merchants bartered grain for copper, textiles for lapis lazuli, weaving together the threads of commerce that bound the ancient world. Mesopotamia was a laboratory of human progress. Here, scribes pressed reeds into clay, inventing cuneiform, the first written language. Kings like Hammurabi etched justice into stone, declaring laws that governed rich and poor alike. Irrigation canals transformed deserts into fields of abundance, sustaining populations that grew into mighty kingdoms. Yet power was fragile. Sargon of Akkad forged the first empire, but within generations it crumbled. Babylon rose in splendor, its walls legendary, its gardens said to hang in the air. But even Babylon faced endless threats, from Hittites, Assyrians, and Persians, each empire rising, each empire falling. Mesopotamia became a stage of conquest, its soil soaked with ambition and blood. The ruins whisper of brilliance and fragility, reminding us that even the birthplace of civilization could not escape the cycle of rise and fall. Far to the east, along the mighty Indus River, another civilization thrived. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro stood as marvels of urban design, streets laid in perfect grids, homes with private wells, and drainage systems more advanced than many seen today. Life here was orderly, harmonious, and astonishingly modern. Merchants traded beads, pottery, and cotton textiles with distant Mesopotamia. Seals carved with intricate animals carried a script that remains undeciphered, a silent language locked in mystery. Unlike Mesopotamia or Rome, there are no records of kings, no tales of conquest. Instead, the Indus Valley reveals a society built on balance, communal life, and craftsmanship. Its people lived without monumental palaces or temples, suggesting a culture that valued equality over hierarchy. Then, silence. Rivers shifted course, climate grew harsher, and cities were gradually abandoned. No invaders stormed the gates, no dramatic collapse was recorded, only a quiet fading. The Indus Valley left behind ruins that speak not of war, but of mystery. A civilization that thrived, then vanished, leaving questions that echo through time. Rome began humbly, a republic forged by farmers and soldiers. Discipline, ambition, and law built its foundation. Soon, Rome's legions marched across continents, conquering lands from Britain to Egypt, binding them under the eagle of empire. Rome's greatness lay not only in conquest, but in creation. Aqueducts carried water across miles, feeding cities of marble and stone. Roads stretched across Europe, binding provinces together. The Colosseum roared with gladiatorial combat, spectacles that reflected both Rome's power and its cruelty. Roman law shaped governance for centuries, and Latin became the language of empire. Yet beneath the grandeur, cracks appeared. Senators grew corrupt, emperors decadent, and the empire stretched too far to sustain. Civil wars tore at its heart, while enemies pressed at its borders. In 476 CE, the Western Roman Empire fell, its glory reduced to ruins. The Colosseum stood silent, aqueducts crumbled, and legions vanished. Rome's story is one of unmatched brilliance and inevitable decline. Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley, Rome, three empires separated by time and geography, yet united by fate. Each rose through innovation, ambition, and vision. Each fell through fragility, overreach, or silence. Their stories remind us that power is never permanent. Mesopotamia gave us writing and law, yet became a battlefield of conquest. The Indus Valley built cities of harmony, yet vanished without a trace of kings or wars. Rome forged an empire of stone and steel, yet collapsed under its own weight. These arcs are not relics of the past, they are warnings for the present. Nations rise, nations fall, and history repeats itself in cycles as old as time. As modern cities rise, they echo the ruins of the past. Innovation fuels growth, ambition drives expansion, but hubris invites decline. The ruins of Mesopotamia, the silence of the Indus Valley, and the grandeur of Rome remind us. Every empire is mortal. The lessons of power are timeless, and history's echoes still shape our world. Thanks for watching the video. Please hit like and subscribe.